Why, hello there. It's the Archivist from tradingcardarchives.com. And today we're going to be doing kind of a crazy video. This is going to be insane. So yeah, I've been talking about it for a bit, but I had bought quite a lot of things from Super Break Sports over the past couple weeks. And I'll talk about why and everything because they're running some crazy sales and just kind of being a weird business right now. And so I'm taking advantage of that. But I don't actually know exactly what I got because pretty much all their stuff is blind boxes, right? So we're going to open it and figure it out as we go. It's too big to fit on this table though, so I took a picture and everything. I'll show you when we get to there. I've also got my big boy scissors out today, so you know things are going to get serious. Um, but before we get into those, I've got a few smaller packages to open. This is basically going to be like a mail video, uh, opening all the packages that I've received in the past week. The first one is actually just an envelope. So this envelope came from Richard Parks, but I believe it has the Time Bandits promo card in it from that Kickstarter. Although I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to open this up and find out. But yeah, basically, Richard Parks was helping Ingrid Hardy fulfill her Time Bandits Kickstarter campaign. If you don't know, Ingrid Hardy is a famous sketch card artist who now publishes trading card sets on her own, and those sets have been pretty successful to the point that she now has a licensed set. So she has the license for Time Bandits. There it is. Okay, we got some other promos too, but here's the Time Bandits card. So she ran a Kickstarter just to kind of gauge interest where she sold these Time Bandits cards for very cheap, but you would only get this one card, right? A promo. But it still shows your support of the theme, and also like what an amazing license to get. If you don't know, this is a film from the 80s by legendary director Terry Gilliam, who I always joke is famous for the movie Tideland, but you shouldn't, don't watch that movie. Do not watch that movie. It's not a good movie. He's made a lot of other movies too. But yeah, well, like Brazil, right, is probably the most famous movie. But Time Bandits, of course, one of his beloved films. And so Ingrid Hardy has this license, and so she'll be producing this set later this year. It will be sold on Kickstarter. So if you're interested in Time Bandits and you want to get that set, you really need to be following Ingrid Hardy on Kickstarter. I'll show you how to do that. Actually, I'll show you right now how to do that so I don't forget. But yeah, this is Ingrid Hardy's page. Long Dog Cards is her company. I'll put a link in the description too so you can go there. But what you really want to do is get on this mailing list, because if you're on that mailing list, you'll get an email. She doesn't send very many. It's not like a spammy list. I think I get like 2 or 3 a year. But they're always really relevant. They're like, hey, I'm starting a Kickstarter, or I've got this new license, or whatever it is, right? So you definitely want to know all the things that she's been saying, or at least I do. And if you want to get in on the Kickstarter early, which her Kickstarters usually have a very special item that's only available to the first 20 or the first 30 backers. And so you really do want to get in early on hers. Like I got a Gary Gygax autographed metal card that way once, which is still blowing my mind that I have that. But that's only because, I was on her mailing list and I was able to get in a little bit early. So I think it's pretty important to do that if you want the best possible result from this Kickstarter. But anyway, that is the Time Bandits card there. So I'll just put that aside because I'll put it over here for now. But when I get the full set, I'll bring that back out and we can look at it. And these are some promos that Richard Parks put in, just because he's a marketing genius. No, that's not true. But no, he wants to show off his own work too. And these are 2 sets that he's working on. So this is Pirates and Privateers Series 3, which I have Series 3 already. So I've done the video on this. If you want to go back, it's only a couple of videos old, so it should be there in the feed. But yeah, you can look at that. I got like a full set of printing plates like a full set. It's incredible. I think there's like 9 printing plates, proofs, errors. It's the craziest thing. And then Boxers and Zombies is another set that he's done. And then Richard Parks is probably most famous for having the Ultraman license. And so he produces licensed Ultraman trading cards, including sketch cards, autographs, all kinds of insane things. And he's produced, I think, like 3 or 4 of those sets. I guess 3 at this point. But there's a whole group on Facebook that collects these. If you're into Ultraman, I mean, he's the best and only game in town. So definitely worth checking that out too. Richard Parks is probably always good to follow. I would recommend, if you don't want to get on Facebook, because I know a lot of people don't use that anymore. Although he's very active there, and there are some like really cool groups that I'm in on Facebook, so it's not terrible. But I understand that, like, other than the groups, it's probably not worth it. Follow him on Kickstarter, because if you follow him on Kickstarter, you'll see all the things that he backs. And he backs often projects that I didn't know about, right? And so if I wasn't following Richard Parks, I wouldn't know about this other cool project that's going on. And so let's look at another one of those right now. So here's another package. This is not Super Break Sports again. This one actually comes from Monster Wax, which is a company run by, I'm going to mispronounce the name. Oh, I'm going to get it really wrong here. Kurt Kersteiner. Sorry, I'm bad with names, but I'll show you the I'll show you the Kickstarter here so you can see the name yourself. So that's the name I was trying to pronounce. Sorry, I got that really wrong. But this is a Lost in Space trading card set, and so he produced this set earlier in the year, and I backed it. He also has a website where he sells all kinds of insane sets. Like, I'm talking completely crazy things. I can't even like process some of the stuff that's on here, in that I just don't understand it. But like this legendary Lovecraft, I remember I tried to actually buy this box, but I guess something went wrong and I never received it. But it looks crazy to me. But it's all just full of all this crazy art and things. And so yeah, I was intrigued enough by Kurt's work. He's another independent trading card publisher, and I backed that Kickstarter, and so now we're going to open that up and see what exactly we received. Although I don't plan to open these cards up today. So today I'm just kind of going to show you the box that we have, and then maybe in another video we'll actually open up the Lost in Space cards. Okay, it's a wrapped. Oh, it says Eric Lands on the front and got a cool stamp. That's neat. Okay, so let's see what we got. It's very full. I'm actually kind of scared to open this. I think I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna keep that the way it is, just because I'm afraid that it's got like loose cards in it and stuff. But I'll open that in its own video. Okay, so now moving to the main event here. So we're gonna get into the Super Break stuff now. And before we do that, I have to show you a picture of it. Because what I'm always trying to do on this website, on this channel and website, is to that's a real website, is to never like open something that isn't on camera. Like, I try to always open things on camera, right? But in this case, the box is just too big. Like, it's just massive. I can't even get it onto my desk. It's that big. I definitely can't get it into this sort of filming area here. But I did take a picture of it so that you can see what I'm dealing with. So there it is. And I put a banana on it for scale, and there's the banana. So you can see it's not a comically large banana or something like that. It's just a normal average banana. But on that box, it looks like a tiny little baby banana. And that's because that box is huge and super heavy. And so that is a supercharged case. And I'll explain how I bought that and why I bought that, and talk more about Super Break Sports here. I do have to say, though, that I am an ambassador for Super Break. So that just means that I have a code that you can use, Trading Card Archivist. I'll put it in the link in the description, of course. If you use that code, you get 10% off your orders there, which is awesome for you. But then I also get a little bit of affiliate money that way. So in a way, like I do get paid to talk about Super Break Sports. I haven't actually gotten paid yet, but it's possible, right? So I have to be transparent and let you know that. At the same time, their stuff is crazy. Like I was talking about Super Break Sports for like a year before I became a ambassador, right? Because I just think their stuff is one, it's overlooked. Not many people know about their company or what they make. Two, it's incredible. They make some super high quality relics and sports sets and non-sports sets and history sets and just the craziest relics. And they have a Bruce Lee set where they have like Bruce Lee owned items in the relics, right? It's such a cool thing. And they have a Rambo set out. They're going to be releasing an Invincible set based on the the show and comic, the Amazon show Invincible. And then very recently, though, they ran this. What they've been doing in July is I think they're ramping up marketing or something. I really don't know. At this point, I just don't want anyone to tell them how business works. Like I don't want Super Breaks to learn that you can't just give things away and make money. That doesn't work as a business because they've been giving so much stuff away. It's crazy. And so I'll show you what I bought here with this case. Although I have to admit that even I'm not entirely sure what I'm actually getting. I just don't know because I haven't opened it yet. But this is what I bought. So at the beginning of July, I bought this special edition where you could get a case of their Supercharged product, which you can buy here, the case for the same price, right? That's the same case. You don't pay any more up here for it, but up here you also got a wheel spin, and it is sold out now. They did this special, they did it on Whatnot on Wednesday this week, and I was there live and watched it happen, and I actually won a case on that wheel. So I'll be opening another case today that I won for free from them. So by buying this wheel spin, I got the Supercharged case. I got a free case from the wheel. And then this is the part that I don't understand. It says plus 10 mystery boxes. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. They didn't really talk about that. I didn't ask. It looks like they just sent me a case. So I don't think there's going to be 10 extra boxes in there. I don't know. So, but even if that's not the case, I still feel like I got way more value because I have an entirely free case. I got like double the value basically from this. So it is fantastic. And then also they have a Jimi Hendrix set celebrating sort of the Rolling Stones magazine article on Jimi Hendrix, a very famous article. It has all that artwork on really low numbered cards. Like every single card in this set is numbered to 15 or less. There are relics, there are one of ones. It comes in a beautiful like wooden case with a picture frame that fits all your cards. And that's the case configuration. Single boxes are $100 and they have one card. So you get one card for $100. They ran a draft break of this earlier in the week. Sorry, on Friday, so yesterday. And I bought 4 seats in that draft. So I had quite a few seats in that draft. Unfortunately, I had to go to a work meeting like right when they started the draft because they did so many giveaways. Again, they're just like bad at business. They spent like an hour just giving boxes away. Everyone who was in the draft got a wheel spin again, so I got like 4 extra boxes that'll be coming from that. And then also they were just giving away boxes throughout the entire thing. Like everyone who bought a seat would trigger a giveaway for everyone who was watching the stream. So even if you bought nothing, you were just watching their Whatnot stream, you could enter giveaways, and there were like 11 of them for whole boxes, like sealed boxes. And so like 11 people who maybe weren't even buyers went home with boxes that day. It was a fantastic thing. I highly recommend. And again, I know like it's weird because I potentially get paid for talking about Super Break Sports, but at the same time, even if I wasn't, I would be telling you to do this. Go on Whatnot and follow them because their streams, just let them play in the background. And when they do giveaways, just be like, enter, and you'll get free stuff. And they give so much free stuff away. I'm sure it can't last. Like, I'm sure they're doing that right now to sort of, they even talked a little bit about it, how they're trying to like build up their breaker community again. Uh, it's clear that they have a marketing budget that is serious right now, and they are throwing boxes at the public to try and get the word out. So catch some of those boxes. Like, don't sleep on that, right? That's why I have so much Super Break here right now, because they're just giving so much away. I'm like, okay, well, I've got to take this opportunity and get as much as I can. Now, this box, I just talked about all that stuff, but this box also comes from Super Break Sports. But this is not one of the, this is not either of the things I just talked about. This is actually just some boxes that I bought for myself, and I'm unsure what's going to be in here too. Weird. It's just 2 boxes. Okay. Well, I think that was supposed to be 3 boxes, but let me pause and just check on that because I'm pretty sure there were supposed to be 3 boxes in there, but I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, weird. I don't really understand. There were supposed to be 2 Pirates boxes in there, but I only got 1. So I will write them an email after this and try to figure out what happened. I'm guessing they just have so much going on that they messed it up. It's totally fine. They're also very close to me here in LA, so I can theoretically could just drive over there, but I don't really want to. They're still pretty far. LA is a weird city where like even things are close in distance, they're far in time just because the traffic is crazy. But anyway, what was weird about this is it came with a code that was like 4 free boxes. So I thought there would be like 4 more boxes in here, but there aren't. So yeah, that's okay. But still, we got 2 things, and this pirate set I'm actually really excited about. Although I'm not going to open it right now, just because, yeah, I think I need to get through some other stuff first. But I am very excited for that pirate set. And so, okay, now this it should be the free case that I won from the wheel spin. If things yeah, if that's the way, if this actually is what it was supposed to be. And I think it's going to be a Pieces of the Past case, though I'm not sure which Pieces of the Past case. Wheels just said pieces on it, so I don't know which one. They have many Pieces of the Past products. Here. Okay, yeah, it's definitely a case. It's really heavy. That here. Okay. Yeah, still kind of on. Oh, there we go. So it is a 1800s Kaleidoscope edition box case. Interesting. Let me pop that open and we'll just take a look at those boxes because I don't know that I've seen that box before, but maybe I have. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I have seen this box, but that is Pieces of the Past Kaleidoscope. And so now I've got 10 boxes of that. And again, this was free. Like this was just a giveaway prize, right? Okay, now the biggest box. So if you remember that photograph, I'll put that photo up again so you can see it. We've opened the top 2 boxes now. We haven't opened the banana yet. I'll open that for breakfast later. We're gonna open the bottom box now, but I can't do it on video just because it's such a big box. Also, I am drinking coffee. This is technically cards and coffee, I guess. All right, so let's do that. So let me open this, and we'll see if there's anything extra in there. Because again, the listing said 10 free boxes, but yeah, I'm thinking that isn't in here. Which again is fine, I guess. Although it's a little weird that they would advertise that and then not send it. We did get the wheel spin, so. From their streams, I get the impression that they're a very small company, maybe just like a couple people working there. So I don't think it's like, it's obviously not a Tops where there's like hundreds of employees, right? So you got to be a little bit more understanding sometimes. I am using my very big scissors to open this box too, because it is just such a huge box. My cats are gonna love this thing though, because they'll be able to hide in this box like completely, which cats love that kind of stuff. Okay, so here are the yeah the case, and so yeah, it doesn't have 10 extra boxes in it. I kind of yeah, I guess the advertising was not correct. But we're still gonna open these today. So we are, and I mean that we're gonna actually open these boxes today. So here it is. This is a strange product. It's a blind box. So there's gonna be. Oh gosh, I can get the whole label on that way. So it's called 2025 Supercharged Edition. There's 3 hits per box. And there's going to be like sports things in here, maybe, but also could be non-sports stuff. There's some Clint Eastwood. You can see there's like Game of Thrones somewhere in here. There's a shoe. There's helmets, baseballs, and it's a blind box product with a floor ceiling. So what that means is that you don't really know all the things that are in here, but they make a kind of claim that the value of each box will be, X, right? And I think it's like $200 or something. And then it goes up from there. So you could get a box that's worth a lot more than that. You could get a box that's worth, a little bit less than that. It's kind of, in a way, it's like gambling. I know people don't like to use that word, but it is very much the correct word, I think, for a product like this. At the same time, I bought many, before I was an ambassador too, I bought many of these kinds of things from them. This is my first supercharged one, but I bought a lot of their blind boxes. And I have always made money on them. Like, no joke, like when you go to eBay and you're done with all the sales and fees and everything, I've ended up making money. Not always a lot, but I've always made even at least. And so that's given me the confidence to kind of keep buying from them, right? And ramp up so that now I'm buying a case and not just a single box. Okay, I'm gonna move this to the ground then, because I think it'll interfere with the camera for sure. Okay, keep it up there. Okay, so here's what we got. And so again, each of these boxes is supposed to have 3 things in it, right? This one that I just opened has 4 things in it, so this already is a little bit more than I expected, but it's also, a randomized kind of a deal. So let's see what we got here. Looks like a mini helmet. All right. Mini helmets are always fun. And this one is a star. Oh, here we go. Cowboys. J Novacek. Novacek? No, I don't know. Anyway, there's the auto. So this is going to be a mini helmet that's autographed. Oh, I guess he put his player number there, 84. Okay, so let me look this up quick because I just kind of want to see what the value of this is. The value of these is usually less than $100, but let me just check and I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back, and I think this is probably about a $40 helmet, if I had to guess, something like that. There are ones listed for more than that, but there's ones listed less too, so I'm guessing it's a $40 helmet. Then let's go and open the next thing. And again, there were 4 things in this box. We're gonna see all of them today. I intend to open all 3 of them on this video. You'll see everything from everything. No idea what this is. This is, what am I looking at here? Ken Griffey Jr. I think he's kind of famous. True Creator card? I don't know what that is. Is it this thing here, maybe? I don't know what this is. I have to go look what this is again. Sorry, I had to pause and look this up too because I have no idea what a True Creator card is. Let me be right back. Yeah, so that didn't help a whole lot. There are a few other True Create cards on eBay, but they are pretty rare, to find at least. So I'm not sure the company is super popular. It's clearly some sort of relic. I don't think it's numbered at all. Um, but you know, the card, this particular card in this configuration did sell at auction for $40 on pristine auctions. You can see it there. So maybe that's where this actually came from. I really don't know, because this is a buyback kind of a product. So it could be, but interesting card. I just don't know how to sell that. But I guess if you were tallying up about $80 on that box now. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got. So this looks like it's going to be probably like a sealed box. Yeah. So it's going to be Pieces of the Past, but which one? It is a 2024 Kaleidoscope edition. So that is what I got in my case. So my case. So it's the same as in my free case. So now I have 11 boxes of that. I also have a huge mess. Like, I can't even describe the mess that's next to me right now. It is so big. And then our last piece from that box is in here. I don't know what this will be either. We'll find out. It is a Bruce Lee Kaleidoscope to 50. Very nice. And that is this actually a relic though? I think it's just a gem. I think this is just a gem card. But yeah, so that's a 2450 Bruce Lee gem. Now, I don't know. This probably not worth a whole lot. I'll go look it up just to sort of complete this. Let me be right back. Yeah, okay. And so about $50 on that. So our total value from that first box is, I guess we have to include the pieces of the past. I don't know how much those are worth. Sorry, let me do that just so I can make this calculation correct. So that is a Pieces of the Past Kaleidoscope. That's about a $90 box. Okay. Okay, so then what the total value of that thing is 45, 40 is 80, plus 50 is about 130, plus let's say 80 for that box is going to be 210. Yeah, so about $210. So I don't think we quite made profit on that box. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on how much that helmet sells for. And that's just because this supercharged box costs $250. So in order to like make profit for one of these, you've got to throw more than $250 out, which I didn't on that one. So I guess I didn't do as well there. That's okay. It's also kind of like the fun of just having it and opening it, and also the value of these things fluctuates. So, and you don't know what's in that Pieces of the Past. There could be a 1/1 relic in there that's worth a few $100s, but that would be luck again. Which is why I said this is gambling. This is basically just gambling. With a floor. It's like if slot machines gave you some sort of guaranteed return, right? It's sort of like that. But you won't ever go, you're not going to get zero. It's a tough to open. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. That hasn't happened. Let me shut that off. Let me put this on the ground then again, because it was very big otherwise. It's heavy too. Oh my god. Okay. So, so that one had a case in it. The same case I won for free. So now I have 21 of these boxes. That's fantastic though, because the value of this case is, gosh, how much is one of these? I have to go check. This is an 1800s kaleidoscope. $900. So that's a $900 case that we just got from a $250 box. So that more than makes up for the previous loss too. This is fantastic. Could not get a better result than that. Although now I have a lot of those, like a serious lot of those. I might open one in this video yet, just because there's so many. The normal way. Oh, it's so sticky though. All right. What is in here is Argent music. Amazing. Okay, wow, this is like a loaded box. This is another $80 product, and a product that I honestly I love. You saw I had actually bought one of these already, so I truly love that particular product. Yeah, I'm very happy right now. Okay, let's keep going because we are not done. We're not done. How are we not done? This is crazy. This is another box I can tell. What is it gonna be? It is Bellissimo. Beautiful. These are also amazing. I've given away a few of these in the past. I don't even know how I'm cleaning this mess up later. This is look, it's crazy. There's so much trash over there. It's crazy. Okay. Bellissimo. Okay, fantastic. That's another $80 box. So we've now made like $1,200 from this one box, which is covering the cost of the case easily, covering the cost of the wheel spin. And remember, the wheel spin came with a free case that I won, which was also $900. So I spent $750 and have received so far almost, well, over $2,000 of value. And I know you're like, oh, it can't really be that. But I mean, these boxes, like, I have 21 of these now. Even if I sell them for $60 each, which is $20 off, or sell them for $50 each, even, and just like fire sale them out, that's still more than I spent, right? Just these. So, no, I don't want to push it too hard, but I do want to make it very clear that like Super Break Sports, this is no joke. Like sometimes if you only bought one of these, you could get like that last box, you could get lower, right? But you could also hit pretty big like this and end up with, well over double your value. And like an easy double your value. Like I don't have to sell the mini helmet. I can just hold that and hope it goes up in value. I don't think it will, but hopefully it will. I'll ask my family after the video because they know more about sports than I do. Or if anyone watching knows, let me know what you think the helmet could be worth. Okay, we got another Bruce Lee. Great. Okay, so we got two of those. Where did I put the other one even? I can't even remember. What's up here? There, we've got two. We've got, what did we get? We got number 24 and number 25. But remember, both of those are probably, $50, so no problem with it. Neat little boxes too. I'll hold on to these boxes for shipping later. And we're not done. We have one more to go through here. So this one is light. So that one that I just opened, I felt was very heavy. So I kind of knew it had something like that in it. But man, pulling a whole case is crazy. Let's see what we can get here. This one is tough. This one is taped in a weird way. I don't hurt myself. I'm definitely making a mess though. More of a mess because this room is already trashed. Come on. Come on, let me in. It does not want to let me into this box. There we go. Okay, there we go. I think we got it now. One here, and then, like I said, we might do a piece of the past box just because we might get more in this. So. Very challenging to open these, and this is why I got my big scissors out, because I knew I wouldn't be able to do this with the small scissors today. So I've got to take it off the table. It's the only way I'm getting this done. There, and come on. There, okay. Hey, put that down. Yeah, there's 4 things in here too, so let's put first. Let's see what we can get. Looks like another card. I hope it's not like number 23 of the 30 cards. It probably is. So this is Topps Heritage Major League Baseball 2025. So this is like a modern reprint, maybe, of old Topps baseball. Okay, very interesting. If this is just a regular blaster, that's probably only worth like $40. But let me go look this blaster up just because I've never seen it before. I'll be right back. So yeah, that is just a regular blaster box. It's worth about $22, $25, something like that. So this is actually the cheapest thing we've pulled so far from everything. We'll keep going. This looks like another box, probably. One, we'll see. It is, yep, it's another art and music one time. This is a one-time series. Okay, so that's cool. Actually, the other one is a one-time series too. Sorry, I thought that was an art and music, but these are actually one-time series boxes. So they're a little bit different from the the one-time boxes are only about $50 and have different things than the other set did. These aren't these are a little bit less, but still interesting. Maybe we can open these because I've just never. I don't know what's in those. I'm kind of curious. Another box here, maybe. There's 2 more things in this, and one of them looks like a card. Nope. Here it is. Oh god. It is a Keepsake Multi-Sport Edition 2. Keepsake relics. Okay, we'll open that. So that'll be fun too, I think. And here, we'll do the Bellissimo as well. So I'm trying to put together like what I'm going to open kind of at the end of this video. That stuff all looks pretty good to do. And then we've got this. Which is going to be what? Card 23 from Bruce Lee's Gem Relics. It could be anything. I mean, they claim to have like PSA 10s in this series and stuff. it is a PSA Mint 9. Okay. So that is a graded card, Mint 9 Kelsey Mitchell tie-dye prism. It's 225. Interesting. Okay. Well, I I'm unsure. So it's a WNBA card. So I'm unsure what what the value of that is. I'm like really unsure what the value of that is. Let me look this card up and I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll tell you the tie-dye on its own, not graded, is like a $70 card. So this could be, $100, $120 or something, given its, extremely high 9 grade there. And I know the front of this is a little fuzzy, but if you clean the PSA card off, it actually shows a little bit better. Interesting. Okay, cool. So we'll put that over there, kind of to represent a little bit of a win. Although I don't know that that box was worth its price either. So I think of the three, two were losers, but one was such a big winner that it ended up paying for everything. So I guess we got lucky. Let's open up some of these then and see what we can pull from these boxes, because we have them, and I mean, I feel like opening them. I don't have a better excuse. Probably because I'm drinking coffee. Why am I using my big scissors? The big scissors are not as good as these little scissors for getting into boxes. These scissors are much better at it. But when you're dealing with banana scale boxes like that one, do these big scissors. Okay, here we go. How do we even open this? It's like sealed here, but is it actually sealed? I literally don't understand. Oh, it is. Okay, so it actually is sealed. We have to open it. We have to crack this seal, I guess. We'll get 2 packs. This pile of trash, I'm going to take a picture of it after this video. It's completely nuts over there. But let's see what we can get from these. These pieces of the past cards are cool. They have, almost all of them will have some kind of relic. And then it's just a matter of figuring out like how good the particular relic you got is, basically. And so our first one here is an authentic relic from James K. Polk, who I don't remember what he did. But yeah, that's an interesting card. And we've got basically a piece of newspaper then, probably from the same era that Polk was alive. And then this will be a 9-year edition. Sort of like a hit pack, this one. Close, but we didn't quite get it. I think we got it that time. And our card is James Monroe. An authentic relic from James Monroe. Very crazy. All right. Then let's just keep going. Open another one of those. And so this is the one-time edition. That's what we're opening right now, which I hadn't ordered these. These just kind of were in there. So. But I am very curious to see what we can get from them. Okay, so this time it has a kind of a sleeved pack. And only the one pack in that one. Interesting. I wonder if that means it's going to be something a little bit more. Oh, I guess there are 2 packs. They're just in a sub pack. So our first card is Alexander Graham Bell. So the telephone, maybe? I think so. I think he had something to do with maybe the telegraph. It's neat. I just love the old-timey like newspapers, and I love the history stuff generally. I need to learn more about history. Here we have Henry David Thoreau. Okay, he's like an author. Very neat. All right, then let's get one of the Bruce Lee cards too. Let's open up Bellissimo next. This product is also great. I remember when I did my last charity auction, which I'll do another one of those probably next, maybe at Christmas time or something. I gave away one of these as part of the auction, and it was pretty shocking what was in there. I think it had like a $400 card or some crazy thing like that inside. But yeah, these boxes only have the one pack, so you get one pack, you get one relic. But it could be, it could be just a card, it could be a dual relic, or it could be a quad relic. And I think the last one I opened had a quad relic in it, which was nuts. This one feels thick, so it could be another relic. Let's see. Okay, so it's a card of 5. Wow, numbered to 5 there, Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson to 5. That's a very low numbered card. And then our relic is Thomas Edison, all 9s, 9 of 99. Thomas Edison, 99. That's a good number, I think. Great. This is all so much fun. Okay, so one more. Sorry, I was might get long, but at the same time, I have a lot to open now, so we're going to go to cases of pieces of glass. I don't know. I probably will end up selling some of those boxes. Just I don't even think I can open many boxes. Here we go. There's one per pack. We got 2 packs. This is, it would have an autographed card and a relic card in it. Let's see what we get. It's a thick relic. Okay, it's geez, Cash Jones. So it's a sticker autograph, which is not quite as good as an on-card autograph, but still pretty cool. And it's a gem, and it's to 99. It's number 64, and it has a patch. I have no complaints. I will have to go look that up just because I don't know Cash Jones. But depending on how good of a player he was, this would be quite a piece. Having a patch, an auto, a gem, and its number is a decent combination. So it's not going to fit obviously. Come on. Okay. I do not have a top loader for that though. That's massive thick. Let me pause and just go look at Cash Jones. I'll be right back. Yeah, so about a $60 card, and there's a couple different ones for sale, so I'm pretty confident in that. This one feels even heavier than the one did. And it's another one. This one is a it's a separate patch to 99. he plays for the Warriors, I think. I mean, it's rare that I recognize a sports name, so yeah, if I recognize that they might be kind of famous. Let me go look this card up, and I'll be right back again. All right, and we're looking at about $30 to $40 on that one. Uh, Sold that have been sold already. There's a lot of Steph Curry patches from other, more mainstream sets that are selling for a lot more than that. Like the Immaculate cards are like $300 each. But that's Immaculate, as you said, to be cognizant of the set opening. Let me, yeah, let's get one of these then. We're gonna keep going. I know the video is long. Hopefully, I can get this in under an hour. But I just kind of want to open one of these up and just sort of see what we can pull. And this is Pieces of Past, 1800s. And there are going to be cards and relics in here. So the bottom pack has a relic. I think this actually probably has one too. Yeah, we'll take a look. There's definitely a thick card in here. So our first card is Henry Clay Frick. Funny name, but I don't know exactly what it is. Also, corner is a bit damaged in that card. We have Rutherford B. Hayes. I've definitely heard that name, but I don't know who it is. Right? Yeah, I've definitely heard that name before. Old men, basically old guys. That is William Henry Harrison. This looks like a revolutionary kind of era outfit. And our relic here is Matt Love. There is Matt Love with a jumbo relic. Cool. Sleeve fan. You can see how much bigger that relic piece is too, and it's some kind of hymn book. Here, every pack has a relic in it. That's pretty epic. So unfortunately, oh no, the cards are. The cards are covered. That's why it's broken. So you can take that film off. Take that one off now. Sorry, the corners weren't broken. They're just very shiny cards. J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan is a banker. So I know him. He's a banker. I know banks, and actually own quite a lot of J.P. Morgan. I would say thank you very much to. I know directly his soul, but his bank produces some of the best ETFs in the world. I think JEPI and JEPQ, and I own a ton of those. So yeah, I make a lot of money from J.P. Morgan. William Fillmore. Jeez. And then we have James Madison. Madison. These thick relics are barely fit in those big packs that I have. Let me put the James Madison right there. When you're opening these, because every single pack with a relic in it, you're really looking for numbered relics or, especially good looking relics, duels, and quads. That's kind of where the real money is in these sets. Most of the simple ones will sell for less than the price of the box. And so that was Vanderbilt. Okay. There's Grover, everyone's favorite president, I think. I'm pretty sure. Zachary Taylor. I know that name from history, but I can't remember what he did at this point. Then we have Thomas Jefferson. So there's a Thomas Jefferson relic. Not the best relic. Kind of got the top corner where it's mostly just white. But still, good subject. Our last one, although I might do another box just because this was kind of fun. And so I know the video is long, but I said that a few times. But at the same time, like, I'm enjoying this, so I'm gonna keep going. That is Henry Ford, everyone's favorite car designer, car builder. Car. James Garfield, is that another president? I think. I'm against. I don't know all your presidents, but I think that was one of them. John Tyler. That's two first names. Here we have Frederick Augustin. I really don't know who that is. I'm gonna actually look that one up because I'm curious now to find out who it is. I'll be right back. Back. I should have known. He's the guy he's a sculptor from France who designed the Statue of Liberty. So he designed that statue, which, if you don't know, there's actually many copies of that statue in France. So France gifted the United States that statue. We didn't design that here. And in France, there are many existing copies of it. That was fun. I want to do another one. So we're gonna open another one because we have 21 now. I think I'm actually getting more boxes of it, but really, I guess I don't really know. We'll find out. So 4 packs again. We'll walk through history and see what we can do. Oh, Annie Oakley, of course, another famous sharpshooter. Somebody you want to be messing with, probably. Charles William Post, the inventor of Post. I honestly don't know. Ulysses S. Grant, that is a Civil War general, I believe. And then Andrew Carnegie, that's not bad at all. Carnegie on the big relic here. Weird day, like just strange. I mean, I usually open a bunch of anime cards, right? So it's like weird to have no anime cards at all. And it's such a strange mix of things on the table. Steph Curry over here. I've got a low number Jeff Thomas Jefferson WNBA card. Bandits. Bruce Lee. We got the mini helmet. That weird giant card. Ken Griffey. A lot of stuff. There's Garfield again. Edgar Allan Poe, everybody's favorite depressed author. Edgar Allan Poe. And then there's Henry Frick again. And then our relic is a 3-up. That's fantastic. That is actually really good. So this is wow. great authors too. Bram Stoker, Ralph Waldo Emerson, and Henry David Thoreau. These are people I don't know them, of course, but they're three great authors. And what a fantastic I mean, if you were even if you were an English professor or something, having a card like that on your desk might be super amazing. So that's beautiful. I'm actually kind of curious if that's worth anything. So I'm gonna go look that up. I haven't looked at any of these yet, but I'll go look that one up. I'll be right back. I spread on that. So there are a few listed on eBay. The lowest is $40, the highest is $130. There's ones in the middle, so maybe that's like a $60 card. Still, again, you could remember both of those cases. So all 20 boxes of that this product were easily free to me, right? So that's the profit. Sorry, I opened the pack while I had the camera off. I didn't know what I was thinking there, but I promise I didn't look at the cards yet. So let's see for the first time. That's Henry Clay Frick. Vanderbilt. And all right, very cool. Look at a jumbo rack here, very like a big one than usual. Wow, okay. Another banker, Charles Schwab. This is the banker. Let me check. I'm gonna go look just to make sure this is actually the banker.